Oh, what a day. Oh, what a week. And the hits keep on coming. Or maybe the good news keeps on coming, because as far as I'm concerned, with all the bad stuff that happened, more good things happen. Bad things. So that's my attitude. I'm sticking to it. I'm in my truck. I got the dump trailer loaded up. Headed to Eastern Oregon to go get my Jeep. I'm on a mission. I got a little bit over 10 days to get my Jeep driving and running again. And yeah, it's folded in half. Seriously. So, called up BDR, our local junkyard. They have a frame and a Jeep tub, $1,300. I go pick it up next week. I can strip my Jeep, engine, transmission, axles, running gear, everything, wiring, dash, everything. It all comes out, it all goes into the new frame, the new body, everything in 10 days. Wish me luck. Google is hilarious because that gray route goes over 26, and then you've got the lower route, the blue route, Highway 20. Basically, you're circling through Vail, going through Highway 20, and then backtracking 20 or 30 miles on 26. I think the southern route's faster. Google keeps arguing with me that the northern route's faster, but then as soon as I pick one, it tells me the other one is a slower route. So it's sort of this cage match going on right now with Google. I'm taking 20. South of southern route. I think there's more cell service along the way, and that is good for me because if there's any problems, I can pick up a phone and maybe call a friend. I certainly can't call a tow truck, but at least I can call a friend. 127 miles to Burns here in Bend. Eastbound and down, maybe? I guess so. Here we go. Probably gonna roll forward. Give it a little gear sound. We're gonna bring it close to a little bit farther. A little bit more. A little bit more. How about right about there? Almost home. Exhausted. Drove all night. Drove all day yesterday. Me about 7 hours of driving to get this thing home just because didn't want to push the truck too much. I want to wreck all the vehicles. I'm getting home, gonna go to sleep for a couple hours and then start tackling this project behind me. See what progress I can make. Here it is, folks. This is going to be the new Jeep. Up on blocks. We are going to get this thing built up and transferred over in 10 days. Alright, worked out a deal with him, paid him a little bit more money. So 1, I can get the Jeep today. 2, I can get a few more parts off of it. They're basically just going to give me the whole thing. I'm going to pull the fenders and the seats out because I don't need those. And we're going to town. Grabbing tools. Surf's up. They were telling me that I wasn't going to get this till Monday. If I'm getting it now, it's like, that's like 3 days solid. I can have this thing done in 3 days, maybe. Maybe. Don't jinx myself. I believe the adage is you're one stuck bolt away. Oh, there's water in there. No sound bar. Do get the rear view mirror. Is there a spare tire carrier? Nope, no spare tire carrier, but I do get all the snubbers. Well, that's worked, so that's good. And I got that piece, so that's also good. I even got a spare shovel. Not that I wanted. Oh, and rear seat belts. Look at that. All sorts of treasures in here. Let's get this other seat out. This is going to be cool. We have a whole dash right here. Get rid of that rather stuff dash. This is the attachment for this. All of the radius. It's on the left straight. We get some of that. Clean this mess up, get them to load that little baby up, and we are out of here. You were instrumental in this, so I really, really appreciate the help.
We're looking good.
But, you know, that is a gambler card to the max. There, hold that, I'll get in there with wood block. Will this help? I have no idea.
sir.
Thank you. All right, Operation Phoenix is rolling. All loaded up, headed home. Time to do some wrenching. We got a Jeep to build, and we got time ticking. This is gonna be a miserable blast, just the way I like it. All right, back at home. Here's totaled. I think that's what we're calling it. Off step one, let's get this thing running. I'm gonna pull the gas tank off and see what's going on there. I want this running because it'll turn over, but it won't start. And I want it running before we pull anything apart, because that eliminates things as we move it over to the other Jeep. We knew that this was running, driving before we moved everything over. And so when we move everything over to Phoenix and it doesn't start, then we know it was our incompetency moving something, nicking something, doing something like that, and not necessarily accident damage. It just makes troubleshooting simpler. Like this is simple. Pulled the hard top off. I just couldn't help myself. And I'm kind of making a pile of stuff that I can sell or possibly get rid of. But man, this thing is a treasure trove of good stuff. There's a whole fuel pump assembly, the whole 9 yards. That's fantastic. Soft top parts. I have 2 complete center consoles, which is fantastic. Oh, that one's missing the things there in the front. But man, this thing is just chock full of all sorts of good stuff, including my own tools. I've got an unmolested dash. Man, this is awesome. Got the carpet out. It's almost perfect, except they cut the driver's side. Otherwise, I'd actually have a carpet. That would have been nice, but hey, not every bonus gets to be a bonus. Here's my for sale pile, probably. It's part of an unmolested hardtop. The radiator that was in here was all wrecked. That's a shame. Those are hard to find, but man, look at all this good stuff. Keep spraying. Give me an action shot. There you go. And I just say let's just leave that all plugged in, because we can bring it over here and hose this little bad boy off too.
Yeah, metric net drivers.
Yes.
And off goes the bumper.
I don't know that you need to take, because there's an inner fender and there's an outer fender. Does that make sense? So there is a series of 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts all the way down there that hold the whole fender on.
Try these 3 and those 4.
Yep.
See if it comes off.
See if those comes off. And then obviously some of this may need to be moved, disconnected. I'm not sure what. This will have to come off because it's drilled into that.
So your goal was to start it, right?
Yes, and I'm working on getting the gas tank off. And I'm keeping you busy right now stripping off things that aren't going to be...
Well, then you keep saying that I might have to pull stuff off, so I'm just
Right, none of it electrically, like disconnecting the air compressors will not prevent us from starting the Jeep. Alright, so what I was trying to do was get this table out so that we could set the table there and label bolts. And that's what was stopping me.
Found the 13. Let's do some damage now. Hey, comes right off.
Hot.
Amazing. You're drawing out a thing, and you're going to tape all the bolts down, right? With labels?
Tape them down, but I'm going to right on the table. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is the oh wow moment. Look at this floor. That is completely gone. Alright, Bob, so why is it not starting?
Because you broke it.
I broke it. Well, yeah, yes. So this is the original fuel pump assembly, and it basically, on impact, snapped apart. So you can see that. Luckily, Phoenix came with another fuel pump, so we're just going to basically bodge together enough parts here, and we know that that filter is good, and make this whole sumbitch work. She's running. Not running good, but she's running. It also may also be because we cleared the computer codes, so sometimes that resets a lot of things. Cool. I'm happy with that. I may let it run a little bit more, but we're alive! Good job, Bob. All right. Now that we got it working, now we can pull it out.
Oh, shock tower.
Well, yeah, it's got to lift over.
Wiring harness.
Yeah, there's a plug right here. So we need to disconnect that plug.
Yep.
What did we do today? We got the fender off. We got the gas tank out. We got the fuel pump fixed. We got the Jeep started. So, yeah, that's all major accomplishments. I think I want to get the grill off, the cooling system drained, that fender off. That gives me access to the engine mount and everything like that. I'm debating whether or not to separate the cab from the chassis. I'm thinking that's going to be the easiest way, because then I can bring the tractor in and lift the engine, transmission, transfer case up all together. And we do the same thing with Phoenix. We pull the cab off on it, because there's basically 6 bolts holding the cab on. And we got to pull all the wiring out of Phoenix anyways. Because if we pull the cab off of Phoenix, then we can tractor over the engine, transmission, transfer case, everything in mass, and just set it into place. And then we're not separating all of those and dealing with all the drama thereof. That's at least my 10 cents. Yeah, thank you. Good job. We all did good work. And this is going to be the next thing we need to deal with. So you see here where the engine mount is? It is just forward of the mid shaft for steering, right? And so back here, here's your other engine mount right here, and it's on the opposite side. So this is definitely a 4-cylinder frame, and that engine mount is going to have to be squirted off and welded back on. Let's see if I can get you a better view. Yeah, there you go. Engine mount wrong side.